In the Northern and Southern Dynasties period, there were 5 dynasties in the north: Western Wei, Northern Qi, Northern Zhou, and the other 2 being Northern Wei and Eastern Wei. Since they were all located in the north, they are collectively referred to as the Northern Dynasties. The Southern Dynasties and the Northern Dynasties coexisted in a prolonged standoff until Emperor Wen of the Sui Dynasty unified the country, thereby ending the Northern and Southern Dynasties period. Now, let us trace the historical footsteps to fully present the entire process of the Northern and Southern Dynasties. At the end of the winter, the country was in chaos. Liu Yu, born into a humble family, led his army to suppress the rebellions of Sun and Huan Xuan, beginning his rise to power. Liu Yu gradually took control of the Eastern Jin government. Subsequently, he consecutively defeated the Southern Yan, Human, and Badi, and decisively defeated the Northern Wei's iron cavalry, becoming undefeated across the land. In 420 AD, Liu Yu forced Emperor Gong of Eastern Jin to abdicate and ascended the throne, establishing the Liu Song Dynasty. Thus, the Eastern Jin Dynasty was extinguished, and history entered the Northern and Southern Dynasties period. After ascending the throne, Liu Yu ruled with an iron fist, strictly enforcing the law and promoting individuals from humble backgrounds. Simultaneously, he developed the economy, and the country showed signs of recovery. Due to Liu Yu's military genius, the territory of the Liu Song Dynasty during his reign was the largest in the entire Southern Dynasties period. In 422 AD, Liu Yu died from illness, and his eldest son, Liu Yi, succeeded to the throne. He was known as the Prince of Song. The Prince of Song indulged in pleasure and neglected state affairs. In 424 AD, the minister of the Imperial Secretariat, Fu Liang, the general Chen Yu, and the minister of works, Xu Xianji, collaborated to depose the Prince of Song. They then enthroned Liu Yu's third son, Liu Yilong, as the emperor. 2 years after Liu Yilong's ascension, he had Fu Liang Shouhui and Xu Xianji executed on the grounds of deposing and killing the previous emperor. During Liu Yilong's reign, he vigorously promoted production, and the country enjoyed prosperity with a flourishing culture. The power of the Liu Song dynasty reached its zenith, known historically as the Reign of Yuanjia. At this time, the Taiwu Emperor, Tuo Ba, of the Northern Wei, had also completed the unification of the North. Liu Yilong attempted to use the strong national power of the Liu Song dynasty to conquer the Northern Wei. Thus, he launched 3 consecutive northern expeditions. However, all 3 expeditions ended in failure, resulting in heavy losses for the Liu Song dynasty. In 452 AD, the Northern Wei Emperor, Taiwu, Tuoba was assassinated by the eunuch Zong Ai Daitui. His son, Tuoba Yu, succeeded him, but was more interested in indulging in pleasures. Zong Ai took control of the court. Soon after, Zong Ai had Tuoba Yu killed, and then installed Tuoba Yu's nephew, Tuoba Shun, as the new emperor. Tuoba Shun promptly eliminated Zong Ai's influence and exterminated his entire clan. At the same time, the Liu Song dynasty was also plagued by internal strife. In 453 AD, the crown prince Liu Shao, with the help of his tutor, assassinated Emperor Wen of Liu Song, Liu Yi. Liu Shao became the first person in history to seize the throne with the aid of his tutor. Shortly afterward, Liu Yi's third son, Prince of Wuling Liu Jun, led an army to attack Liu Shao. Liu Shao was defeated and killed. Liu Jun then ascended to the throne, becoming Emperor Xiaowu. During his reign, he implemented reforms and promoted economic development, leading to a prosperous Liu Song dynasty. However, in the later years of his rule, to strengthen central authority, he indiscriminately slaughtered officials, causing the situation to become chaotic. In 464 AD, Liu Jun fell ill and passed away. His eldest son, Liu Zia, succeeded him. Liu Zia was notorious for his cruelty, and is known as one of history's infamous tyrants. Fearing that his uncles might threaten his position, he imprisoned them and subjected his uncle Liu Yu, who was overweight, to cruel treatment, even forcing him to eat pig feet until he died. Additionally, Liu Zia was extremely debauched, ordering his concubines to undress and engage in acts of lewdness. In 465 AD, Liu Zia's uncle Liu Yu seized the opportunity to kill him. Liu Yu then proclaimed himself emperor. Fearing that his relatives might pose a threat to his rule, he massacred many of them. In 472 AD, Liu Yu fell ill and died. His eldest son, Liu Zisheng, succeeded him, but was even more debauched and cruel, leading to a chaotic court. In 404 AD, the governor of Yongzhou, Xiao Daocheng, was promoted to prime minister and gradually took control of the court. In 477 AD, Liu Zisheng was killed by his personal guards. Afterwards, Xiao Daocheng summoned the emperor on behalf of the Empress Dowager. The emperor, Liu Jun, remained in his position. Xiao Daocheng, also known as Emperor Shun of Song, then seized control of the government. In 479 AD, Xiao Daocheng forced Liu Jun to abdicate and established himself as the emperor, changing the country's name to Qi, known historically as the Southern Qi. With this, the Liu Song dynasty came to an end. After the establishment of the Southern Qi, Xiao Daocheng learned from the brutal governance of the Liu Song dynasty that had led to its downfall. He ruled with kindness and consideration for the people, leading to a resurgence of the nation. In 482 AD, after 4 years on the throne, Xiao Daocheng died of illness. His eldest son, Xiao Zhe, ascended to the throne and became known as Emperor Wu of Qi China. During his reign, he promoted production and reduced taxes, leading to a prosperous society. This period is historically known as the Yang-Ming era. In 493 AD, Emperor Wu of Qi died of illness. Since the crown prince had died early, Emperor Wu passed the throne to his nephew, Xiao Zhaoye, on his deathbed. Xiao Zhaoye was indulgent and reckless, squandering the national treasury within a year of his ascension. In 494 AD, the assisting minister Xiao Oyan killed Xiao Zhaoye and enthroned Xiao Zhaowen as the emperor. Soon after, Xiao Yan deposed Xiao Zhaowen and seized the throne himself. Feeling that his usurped position was unstable, Xiao Yan massacred the royal family, nearly wiping out the entire clan. In 498 AD, Xiao Yan died of illness, and his son, Xiao Baowen, inherited the throne. Xiao Bajuan was even more brutal, executing almost all the officials in the court. This severely weakened the foundation of the Southern Qi dynasty. In 501 AD, Xiao Yan, the governor of Yongzhou, rebelled and led his army to the capital, Jiankang. He deposed Xiao Baojuan and enthroned Xiao Baolong as the emperor. However, a year later, Xiao Yan overthrew Xiao Baolong and established himself as the emperor, changing the country's name to Liang, known historically as the Southern Liang Qi. He became known as Emperor Wu of Liang. With this, the Southern Qi dynasty came to an end. Emperor Wu of Liang reigned for 48 years, making him the longest reigning emperor during the Southern Dynasties period. As for the North, the Northern Wei Dynasty, after the death of Tuaba Tao, a remarkable female politician emerged during this period, the Empress Dowager Feng of the Northern Wei Dynasty. Known for her decisive actions and deep understanding of political intrigue, she strengthened the state. In 490 AD, Empress Dowager Feng passed away due to illness. Emperor Shaowen, also known as Tuaba Hong, then initiated reforms. He promoted Sinicization, adopting Han Chinese clothing, language, and customs. In 494 AD, Emperor Shaowen moved the capital to Luoyang. He modeled the political system after the Wei and Jin dynasties, implementing a series of reforms known as the Taihei reforms. These reforms were significant in driving historical progress, but also had drawbacks, particularly in undermining the interests of military leaders in the northern border regions. In 523 AD, a military rebellion erupted in the 6 garrison towns, challenging central authority. Although the rebellion was suppressed, it severely weakened the Northern Wei's rule. Local military strongmen, such as Ershun Shilong, seized the opportunity to expand their power. In 528 AD, the Hu Empress Dowager poisoned her own son, Emperor Xiaoming, to seize control of the court. She installed the 2-year-old emperor, Yuan Zhao, as a puppet ruler, causing political turmoil. Erjun Shilong then marched on Luoyang with his troops, killing the Hu Empress Dowager and the young emperor. He also massacred thousands of imperial clan members and officials, an event known as the Incident at Heijing. Erjun Shilong then took control of the Northern Wei. 2 years later, his attempt to usurp the throne failed, and he was killed. After Erjun Shilong's death, Gao Huan absorbed the remnants of the 6 garrison towns and marched south, capturing Luoyang. He installed Yuan Shu as emperor, known as Emperor Xiaowu. Gao Huan controlled the court, but Emperor Xiaowu was unwilling to be a puppet. He secretly ordered Hu Jing to eliminate Zhao Huan. Hu Jing then gathered troops in the northern region and set up camp in the Guanzhong area, forming a major military confrontation with Zhao Huan. In 534 AD, with Zhao Huan's plotting, Hu Jing was assassinated in Pingliang. After Hu Jing's death, Yuan Tai was elected by the Guanzhong soldiers as the new leader. Yuan Tai, possessing natural leadership qualities, attracted the support of powerful clans in the Guanzhong region, forming an alliance where all rose and fell together. This marked the birth of the famous Guanzhong clique in history. Shortly after, the city of Jiqing was established, and Emperor Xiaozhao of the Eastern Wei was deposed. Li Yuangxi was enthroned as the new emperor, known historically as the Eastern Wei. In 535 AD, Emperor Xiaowu of the Eastern Wei and Tang Yuanming openly engaged in debauchery. Yuan Tai, believing Emperor Xiaowu had violated moral principles and was unfit to rule, had him poisoned. Yuan Tai then enthroned Yuan Ming's brother, Yuan Baoju, who is historically known as the Western Wei. Thus, the Northern Wei was divided into 2. To strengthen the Western Wei's power, Yuan Tai established the 8 gentry and 12 great generals. Soldiers farmed during peacetime and fought during wartime. This military-civilian combined organizational structure significantly reduced government expenditures, rapidly enhancing the Western Wei's national strength. In 547 AD, Zhao Huan of the Eastern Wei fell ill. General Hao Jing, who had disputes with Zhao Huan's son Gao Cheng, feared for his life and defected to the Western Wei with his troops from 13 states in Henan. However, Yuan Tai, wary of Hu Jing's fickle nature, did not fully trust him. As a result, Hu Jing defected again, this time to the southern Liang. Emperor Wu of the southern Liang hoped to use Hu Jing's forces to defeat the Eastern Wei, and thus accepted him. Unfortunately, this decision led to the wolf being invited in. In 548 AD, Hu Jing rebelled against the southern Liang, sparking the Hao Jing Rebellion. He led his army to capture the capital Jiankang, where the 86-year-old Emperor Wu was confined to the palace and eventually starved to death. Hu Jing massacred over 3,000 civil and military officials. Subsequently, he successively enthroned and then deposed 3 emperors, Xiao Zhengde, Xiao Gang, and Xiao Yidai.